welcome to this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports, and we're into March. We're into March now, and you know what that means. There are going to be some practice days coming up, especially down in southern New England. Thompson, more than likely Stafford, and it just works its way up here. And I believe the first opening event for the 2020 race season up here in northern New England is going to be the Bunny Brawl. I mean, I know we've had some ice racing, some snow racing over there at Groveton. Oxford had something. Claremont had something. But it's short track racing on the asphalt that we all want to see, and it's coming close, and it's getting real close. And like I said, I believe the Bunny Brawl, the weekend of April 11th and over there at Star Speedway, is really going to be the traditional kickoff up here for northern New England. The icebreaker's the week before over there at Thompson, and that's always a big deal. A lot of classes in competition. A lot of guys, want to start their season off on the right foot, and what better place to do it than at Thompson or Star. So get ready. Race season's just around the corner. We're excited. We've had an amazing off season. Incredible. The Augusta show was phenomenal. The Portland show, which we just finished up, was absolutely just so much fun. And now there's really only one more show left to go, and that's Rage Your Gears coming up in a couple weeks up there at Auburn Mall. Jeez, I'm drawing a blank, Ray. But we'll see if we can get Ray on here next week, talk about his show, and, encourage you everybody to go up and support it. And he'll have some serious race cars in the building. A lot of Oxford midweek program guys getting ready to start their season off, and should be a good time. So he's got a lot of support. We like to support Ray, and should be a good time up there at the Auburn Mall. So I'm going to take a break. When we come back, I want to show you some of the things that took place over there at the Portland Expo, Racing Preview 2020, some of the award winners, some of the special things that went on, and what we got going on with the Dream Ride Racing program for 2020. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on Mainly Motorsports.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
I'm Melinda. My husband Steve and I operate E-Keys for Cars in Saco. E-Keys is family-owned with over 20 years in the car key business. Need an extra key? We promise to provide the best quality at a good price. Walk-ins are always welcome with no appointment ever needed. You'll be in and out in minutes. And yes, E-Keys still handles emergencies. But why wait? E-Keys for Cars, Route 1 on the Auto Mile in Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Wiscasset Speedway is back, and we have the cure for your need for speed. Maine's biggest and fastest proudly presents 8 feature divisions, including Pro Stocks, late models, 4-cylinder Pro Stocks, modifieds, and more. Plus special features throughout the season, including the Nell Car Legends, the Wicked Good Vintage Racers, the NEMA Midgets, Enduros, and more. All this fun, all this excitement, all for just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook and wiscassetspeedway.com.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at wiscassetspeedway.com.
So the first award I want to hand out, that's going out to the best appearing super late model, and that's going to the number 09, Jeremy Davis from Star Speedway. All right, we need a representative, and this guy's going to fit the bill here. All right, so our next is the best appearing late model, and that going to the number 19 of Brian Kruzak from Star Speedway booth. Get a quick photo here. Now we're going to move on to the best appearing limited / sports series, and that is going to the number 5 of Devin Karak from Beech Ridge. I prefer to call him by his real name, but I'm sure there's some nicknames he doesn't want me to say. The best appearing mini stock from the Northeast Mini Stock Tour booth, the number 19 of Zach Audette. I won't even say it this time, Zach. Not going to do it. I'm not even going to say never heard of her. Oh, wait a minute. Next, we're going to hand out the best appearing entry-level division. Cole Bennett, the number 96 from Oxford Plains Speedway. I think we got to check this guy's driver's license. All right, next will be your midweek division class. Best appearing going to the number 87 of Brandon Williams from Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. Look at them line up over here to get their trophies. All right, so the next award we're going to hand out, that is going to the best appearing modified, and that's going to the number 66 of Andy Shaw from Star Speedway. He's bringing home all kinds of hardware. All right, guys, the next class we're going to hand out the award for best appearing, going to the legend class, the number 84 of Matt Grant with an Elcar booth. All right, the next class is going to be your classic light, and that going to the number 1X of Roger Edgecombe from Riverside Speedway. Well, we'll start with the next award here, the best vintage race car on display here, going to the J2 of Steve Murphy with the Maine Vintage Race Car Association. All right, so we'll go down to the next division, would be our go-kart class, and that going to the number 9 of TJ Moon. He's in Florida. He's representing Bartlett Bridge Raceway, so if somebody could come down and get the award. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch that interview, it's a great interview. I love watching it. Next will be the best appearing truck, and that going to Mountain Mud Runs, Marty Emerson. I asked him, I said, well, where's the bed? It's a pickup, right? He says, it's got truck axles in it. What else do you want? All right, the next class up here will be the 4-cylinder Pro Stocks Mini Cup car, and that one going to Dominic Couric of Wiscasset Speedway, number 5. All right, so the next we have the best appearing motorcycle, and that is number 310 of Christian Poultry. Did I say it right, Christian? He's coming down. He's excited. He's got a little bit faster than normal walk. That's how excited he is. And a smile. He's here also with the Riverside group. It's a fun park. All kinds of fun to be had. All right, so we're going to do the best appearing exhibitor display, and this year 2020 Portland Racing Preview goes to Maine Vintage Race Car Association. So come on down, guys, and get your picture taken. These guys put together a great display of racing here in Maine, some NASCAR memorabilia. I'm sure we'll be over there a little bit later tonight. All right, and next we're going to hand out the best vendor display, and that going to our good buddy over there, Waddell Communications. All right, so we have a couple more awards to give away. I'm going to hand things over to Steve Perry. He likes to hand these ones out.
All right, Corey, thank you very much, and thank you to you for all you do. You just make my life so much easier, and I spend all my day and all my night talking all the time with everything I do, and the TV show and all that. But you doing the awards and keeping everybody in tune of the show is really good, really appreciative. So. But we got some other special awards that I like to give out, and an award we've given out over the years, and a lot of people that do a lot to help me, not only in my shows and everything we do, but the show in Augusta and the TV show, and allows us to give some special things away all summer, and helps me make some connections with some tracks and things like that. And I just always like to honor people at this show, different than what we do up in Augusta. But this year's Mainely Motorsports Award for the Race and Preview Show is presented to a guy that I met probably 7 or 8 years ago at a racetrack. I had some issues with the radio, went over, got them fixed, told him about these shows up here in Maine, and he asked me about them, and he's been here ever since. Came to Augusta 6, 7 years ago. Now he comes to Portland. He's set up over there. Cancels a lot of other things around these to make sure he can be at these events to support the racers from Maine and New Hampshire. So this year's Mainly Motorsports Award goes to a guy that's turned in to be a friend, a little bit of a knucklehead, anybody's ever dealt with him, but that's Sean Waddell. What'd you know, you're getting an award, you're hanging around. Jesus. Promote my Mainly Motorsports Award. Get in here for a picture.
For best in show.
Talk a little bit about what it means to come to these shows at Augusta and Portland, and you're from Connecticut. This is a 3 or 4 hour ride, but you make the trek every year.
Yeah, it's fun to come up here and see the people, and it seems like more and more between here and Augusta, back and forth, it works out to where if I can come and supply the level of service that the people need to get their equipment worked on. So everybody has a good race season starting off with all their equipment in top-notch shape.
All right, so we appreciate it, and everybody here appreciates what you do.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, next up will be my Promoters Award. Same thing, everybody comes to these events and tries to put a little bit extra effort in, and we always encourage them to get their displays and do what they can and put anything they can into these shows. And this guy that's presented this year's award for the Promoters Award has really been one of my biggest supporters since I've got to know him, got to involve his racetrack with what we do. And over the last few years, he's taken on a much more active role in the track that he operates. And, you always wonder when the next generation gets control of what they're going to do with it, and everybody always worried that they're going to ruin it, they're going to change things, they're going to, it's not going to be the same. Well, no, it isn't the same as what the family's been doing for now coming up on their 40th year. And it'll never be the same for what, when your dad and your mom really run the helm. But this year's Promoters Award goes to a guy that has taken Star Speedway to the next level, but also has taken these shows to the next level. And anybody that saw his display at Augusta knows that. And his display here of reaching out and trying to put the best competitors, the best cars, the best series, the best everything in his booth, and showcase it for his upcoming season. So this year's Promoters Award for the Race and Preview Show is presented to Bobby Weber Jr. Well, obviously, there's a lot of people that wanted to walk in and see the number 19 spinning, but it's too heavy now to spin, right? We're ready to go racing.
Yeah, we fired it up yesterday. That car is ready to go to Thompson 1 month from today. There's been a lot of talk about the whole Thompson thing and the changes that are down there, and being racers, though, we figure the only way to support this, not only at the tracks that I have, but to support racing in general is to have a car ready and be there and show that we're all racers and we all need to help this together.
Yeah, but let's talk about Augusta and what you did up there with that car and making it on a spin. And I mean, everybody talked about it, not only in Augusta, Maine, but entire East Coast and throughout the country, of the display that you guys put on up there to try to bring attention to your booth. Conor McDougal, Elevate Designs, I mean, it was just first class.
Yeah, we do it not only for ourselves, but for you. You've done a lot for me over the years, and in return, I try to do a lot for you. But we have two big sponsors. We have Venoris Pile Driving, and we have Capital Renegade, which are two big companies in the United States. And a lot of people don't understand you have to almost spend money to make money in racing. And I mean, those two companies provide me. I can race, and I have full-time employees, and I have everything. And you have to do what you have to do to get them attention.
No, absolutely. And while we got you here, why don't we get the rest of the 19 team up here so we can present them with their second Best in Show award for 2020, as the 19 was voted Best in Show, and that thing is absolutely beautiful. Going to run the ACT Tour this year, going to chase the championship, and make sure everybody gets a chance to walk by and just check the craftsmanship and detailship of that machine. So if Brian and the entire crew could get up here, and they all left? They left Bobby, so Bobby, it's me and you. Dave, Cam, somebody come up here and get in for the picture.
You coming? Yeah.
Yeah, you can get up there. Well, there ain't enough room for two fat guys and Bobby, so it's just you and him. All right, good job, guys. One more award, and anybody, especially from this part of the state, remembers a guy by the name of Eddie Walsh. He was the flagman for over 40 years at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, and there weren't anybody out there that put more heart and soul into their job and into the sport. And if Eddie was still alive today, he'd be here. So a few years ago, we started an Eddie Walsh Dedication to Motorsports Award to somebody that has done more, and maybe not behind the wheel of a race car, but has done more for this sport and does so much and continues to. So this year, his award goes to a guy not from the state of Maine. I think he might live in Maine, but he travels around and is heavily involved with a few tracks. And for many years, he was mentored by the great Tom Curley. And when you work under Tom Curley, you're definitely going to know how to do it and do it right. And you're going to give 110% to the sport. And this year's recipient of the Eddie Walsh Dedication to Motorsports Award is a guy that gives more than 100%. He's at these shows. I don't know if I've ever seen him sitting down, even if he doesn't have a car. He's standing there greeting the fans, passing out schedules, talking about racing at Thunder Road, the American Canadian Tour, and now White Mountain Motorsports Park. And that goes to Marvin Galano. Pose for a picture first.
Pose for a picture, huh?
Now, you started this illustrious career, what, many, many moons ago at Oxford Plains Speedway as a competitor, correct?
1961.
1961, so that would make it 59 years that you've been involved in the sport of motorsports.
That's right.
Whether it's helping promote, helping to run victory lanes, helping to, all of it. And
run a racetrack.
Still doing it.
Yeah, still doing it, still enjoying it. Still making friends.
Still making friends, and that's all we do. But
That's right.
You had the privilege of working under Tom Curley. Obviously, that helped the turnover when it got to Christmas shot. A lot of familiar faces made it, capable of happening. You and Tina, more importantly. That's what makes this all work, and you're still there every day doing your job.
I am. I work 40 hours a week plus the weekends.
I appreciate, and everybody appreciates, all your dedication to motorsports in honor of Eddie Walsh. And you knew Eddie, and Eddie was a great guy, and you're a great guy yourself.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right, thank you, Marvin. Thank you. Well, that concludes the awards tonight. Thank you for everybody that's participating. Some beautiful machines. We're getting close to race season, so enjoy the rest of the night, and just get out and support short track racing.
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling, to Mainely Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Biddeford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
Once again, for 2020, we're partnering up with the Hometown Foundation, which distributes the funds that we raise to the Special Olympics of Maine and New Hampshire. And we're doing it all over again for Dream Ride Racing, or with the Dream Ride Racing team. Going to chase the championship over at Hudson International Speedway. The place that Steve Dickey, general manager, Ben Wazowski, owner, have done an incredible job with the upkeep and the upgrades. And we're looking forward to calling 2020 Hudson our home, and as we chase the NASCAR championship. So got a lot of other things in the works. We got my brother Brick, everybody knows him as Brick, going to run a new slingshot over there at Star Speedway. Support them. And we'll be back at Thursday Thunder, and this year just running one guy, giving one guy the opportunity to have success over there at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, and that's Alicia's boyfriend, Brandon Williams. Good kid, did a great job last year after only running 6 or 7 races, so we're excited to see what he can do this year when it's all about him. So the Dream Ride Racing program is back in action, looking to raise money. If you're looking to become involved with us, very simple this year, taking donations, $500, that's it. You can make as many $500 donations as you want, but we're not doing the levels of sponsorship and all that. Everything's $500. All the proceeds go directly to the Hometown Foundation and get distributed to the Special Olympics of Maine and New Hampshire. So we talked a little bit about it, got some pictures of the car, what we're doing this year, and here's what I had to say at the Portland Expo about Dream Ride Racing.
Get the awards handed out. We're also going to take a minute here and talk about Dream Ride. Now, Dream Ride's been really great for you last year. We did a knockout job. We raised a bunch of money. Let's talk about this year.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy. It's a relationship that started like 4 years ago over at Wiscasset Speedway, and it continues to grow. And each year I wonder, how do I top it? How do I better it? How do I do anything with it? But this year we decided, you know what? We don't need to top what we've done. Let's control what we're doing. So as you can see the board over there, we had a lot of supporters that helped us out last year and achieve our goal. We're going kind of the same avenue this year with, donations. We've already got 5 tonight. Everything is, goes right to the Hometown Foundation, which who then distributes the money to the Special Olympics of Maine and New Hampshire. And for $500, pretty reasonable to support motorsports and support the Hometown Foundation. And what's really unique about it is, that $500 that is written off as a sponsor or whatever you want to write it off as doesn't have anything to do with the race car. Nothing to do with the race car. Nothing comes to us because of it. Nothing is spent on the race car. It's all self-funded. We have businesses that help us to be able to do this, and then that enables us to raise that money for the Hometown Foundation. So this year our goal is $50,000 which we should obtain, pretty reasonable. You'll see the board over there. You come over and pick your number. It's $500. We'll work out a payment plan with you. And then once we get the board filled, we're going to have some great prizes to give away. We're going to pull 5 to 10 prizes. They're going to be pretty substantial value to somebody that your number. You know, if you're number 82 or 16, you pick your spot on the board. So pretty excited about this year and now the go of it and see what we can do with them.
Yeah, I got to say, Steve, last year it was a lot of fun. It was new to us. Like you said, the car is already set. We don't need any money for the car. All the money that's raised going to the Special Olympians. We saw other tracks putting their name down to sponsor other races at other tracks. It was amazing. These guys all pulled together, and you guys raised a ton of money. But I got to tell you, my favorite part is watching the Special Olympians get their trophies. The athletes show up, they're handing out trophies, and then we hand them one, and they have no idea it's even coming, and it's great.
Yeah, we do that at Wiscasset, and to take that to another level, last year Bobby Weber approached me about doing a race down the Star, calling it the Dream Ride 150 for the AT cars. So we brought in 24 Special Olympian athletes from New Hampshire, paired them up with drivers. So we met them, they introduced their drivers, they knew who their driver was. I told them, listen, remember who your driver is, because the top 3 are going to go to victory lane and pose with the trophy and their winner and their drivers. So it was like 5 to go in the race. I go looking for the guys. I can't find them. Where's the guys? Where's the athletes? I weren't finding them. They were at the finish line already because they knew who their guy was and who was going to finish top 3, and they were ready to get down on the front stretch. So it was a pretty fun night that night, just like Wiscasset is, just like this year. We're going to do one at Hudson. Any other tracks that want to get involved, we'd love to have you work with us, and we're really excited for 2020.
All right, well, if you guys have any questions, Steve will be around. Check him out over here, talk to him about Dream Ride, and definitely check out what's going on the board and see how much love is being spread around.
No, absolutely, and thank you again, Corey, for everything you do here with, Racing Preview 2020 and the Northeast Motorsports Expo.
Wiscasset Speedway is back, and we have the cure for your need for speed. Maine's biggest and fastest proudly presents 8 feature divisions, including Pro Stocks, late models, 4-cylinder Pro Stocks, modifieds, and more. Plus special features throughout the season, including the Nell Car Legends, the Wicked Good Vintage Racers, the NEMA Midgets, Enduros, and more. All this fun, all this excitement, all for just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook and WiscassetSpeedway.com.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale. Even the 2020s, up to $16,000 off travel trailers, up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes, up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available, trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Scott's Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scott's Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scottsrecreation.com.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. And a group that you saw this year, and we've never seen them at the Portland Expo Racing Preview event, and that's the Gasset guys up there that do a big thing up at Winterport every year. They have their own series. They have like 4, 5, 6 races maybe, and these cars are unique looking, not low and sleek to the ground, really set up in the air, and reminds me of the American Graffiti stuff and those eras. But they came and participated in 2020 here at the Racing Preview. Promised to have a much bigger display and more of a presence next year. But I appreciate them and opening up, the eyes of some of the short track competitors and fans that go to Racing Preview that have never seen these drag cars that are known as the Gasser guys. And we're fortunate enough to have Larry Emery on display. He was there all weekend promoting, talking about his product, talking about his car. And we'll see what Larry has to say about his machine that was pretty unique looking down there at Racing Preview.
All right, guys, I'm here with Larry. He's with the Gasser guys. He brought us a really cool drag car here on display. And Larry, let's talk about your car here.
Okay.
Tell me what's going on here. I know we had a discussion earlier. We talked about how the car was built.
Yep.
There's a group of guys. Why don't you fill us in on that?
Yes, this is a 1931, 1932. It's a Model A, Model B. The back of the truck, the bed is a Model A. The cab and frame is Model B, and the front's a Model A. The guys that built the truck, they scavenged it off the junk guys. They build cars, and the guy come in one day to get some junk, and the truck was in pieces in the back of his truck, and they took it out of his truck and set it in the corner, and we're going to do something with it. So they started working on it, and they was going to weld this all back together, and they found out it was going to be quite a while doing it, so they started stitching it, and one thing led to another, and they come up with this Frankenstein theme.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the whole layout. I mean, they didn't just build a drag car; they built it error correct. It's got a straight axe up front.
Yep.
And guys, this is not, you don't go through this door here. You got to climb over. This is the cage built for safety. It wraps all the way around the driver, and it's center steer, and it's small block Chevy powered, and it goes pretty well.
Right, yeah. I do anywhere from 795 to 80, depends on the weather.
Have you ever weighed it?
No, I've never weighed it.
It's be pretty light.
Yeah, so I gotta weigh it someday, see what it does. We when the guys built it, the only thing they didn't get the hood, and they didn't get the grill, and these guys were so inventive, they found a Minneapolis Moline tractor grill and put in the front of it for it.
So I guess we could call this a rat rod of some sort.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty ratty, but it goes good.
I gotta say, it's a big thing now. Rat rods are starting to come. These are holding their value just like if it was a finished street rod.
Yep.
It's amazing, and I love all the special things. You have a spoon for a gas pedal.
Yeah, it was a spoon for a gas pedal. We have a sword for a hand brake.
Right, there's no foot brake. It's
no foot brake.
Pull it with your hand.
Yeah, and they put a World War I canteen in for an overflow. These guys, they have fun when they build stuff.
Definitely. So let's talk about the Gasser guys.
Okay.
When you guys go up to race, it's a lot of vintage front engine, rear engine dragsters like this.
Yep.
And how does it start? I mean, you guys don't use the tree, you use a flagger?
Well, we was using a flagger until last year. The insurance companies got into it, and we can't use the flagger anymore.
Yep.
It's just, they covered the tree up, all the staging lights are open. The yellow bulbs are, you can see.
Yep.
Everything else is covered until you get down to the green, and it's instant on.
Yep.
And when they flip it, you go.
Another great thing is you guys use a lot of error correct parts, flathead Fords,
yep.
and these are no joke. These are fast cars. But
yep.
They're built with today's safety.
Yep.
But built to look nostalgic.
Yep.
So, awesome.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you coming to the show this year. This
yep.
is a great piece to show around. I know I've seen a lot of people looking at it.
Yes, as you might have seen, the kids love it, and I have no problem putting kids of any age, from little tykes to grandmothers. I've had a grandmother in here. She thought it was nice.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I appreciate you talking to Miss Larry, and check out the Gasser guys in Winterport Dragway on their website.
Yes, and if you're down in this area, in the Portland area, Oxford is setting up August, the first weekend in August. We're going to have a Gasser Guy event down there, so you can see us down there.
And that will be probably under the lights, which will be amazing.
No, I think it's going to be on a Saturday. It's going to be during a Saturday, I think.
Nice.
And all the Gasser guys, everything has to be older than a 1975 vehicle. So you get a range of stuff that you've never seen before.
Go back in time and watch the Gasser guys. Definitely check them out.
Definitely.
All right, thanks, Larry.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's coworker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Well, welcome back to Mainely Motorsports. And one thing that a show is plentiful of, and that's drivers. And when thinking about the Auburn Mall show, he has an autograph session on Friday night. Geez, what will that be? 6th. Must be the 13th. Nope, must be the 18th. Must be the 20th. I don't know. But the Friday night of the Auburn Mall show, there is a huge contingency of drivers walking around for autograph night. And so that's a good chance to sit and talk to these drivers when they're out of their element, so to speak. They're involved in the racing and all that with the show, but they're out of their element. They're not focused on trying to win a race. They're not focused on trying to make the car better. They're just at a show enjoying themselves. Portland was no different, Racing Preview 2020, as we were able to walk around and catch up with some guys that were on hand. Champions, defending champions, future champions of the sport. And as they wanted to talk about their season, their upcoming season, their car, what was unique about it, some of the different things that were going on, and what to expect for 2020 from them personally. So we caught up with Zach Audette, Ricky Bly, who's a multi-try champion and going to try to get it done over there at Star this year, and then Dave Cameron. So let's see what they all had to say about 2020 and their machines that they brought to the show.
Here at the 2020 Racing Preview Show, I'm here with Zach Audette, two-time winner of Best of Show this winter. We had it in Augusta, and you pulled it off again today. Today you represent Northeast Motorsports Northeast Mini Stock Tour, and we're talking about race cars today. We talked about schedule at the Augusta show. We're talking about cars today, and 2 Best of Shows. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad. So we got your mini stock here. Now this would be what we call an Outlaw Mini, right? Not the entry level. This is the next step up. Let's talk about the build here. What did this car start off as?
2000 Acura Integra.
2000. That's like newer than any car in my driveway.
That's your own fault.
Yeah, that's true. So you go through these cars. I've seen some of your work on your website, on your Facebook page, where you strip them down to bare bones. You know these cars inside and out, and you actually have a couple of your cars out there racing, other people driving them. You kind of developed your own chassis building program, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been doing it. I think I've got 4 cars. I got 3 in Carolinas, and there's 2 in Connecticut, and I got some in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, and we have a bunch up here.
That's great. That's great. So what? I know you can't give away any of your trade secrets, but let's talk about the build of this car. You know, you got the Pro Stock late model style nose on there. A lot of guys doing that. But what else can you tell me about this car that puts Zach Audette up front?
A lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely learned my lesson on buying a race car and not having a lot of time is not a good combination.
Yeah.
But I mean, you strip these things down, you rework some panels, you make most of your own body panels, I can see.
Actually, Jeff Burgess bends all my body panels for me. He does a great job doing that. So
you guys a lot of guys are still running carbureted 4-cylinder cars, but you're definitely an EFI guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you found some hidden horsepower somewhere in there, and it's really working for you.
Yeah, we've had good luck with them.
All right. Well, setup-wise, you know, a lot of guys going with the Acura Integras. Do they have the best suspension setup-wise to work with on the tracks?
I don't know. I've never really messed with anything else.
No, you've only been one brand loyal. Now, how much of a difference do you find yourself when you're set up for Wiscasset, let's say, and then you go to Speedway? Do you have to make a lot of adjustments?
Actually, no. We're actually really close at both places. It's kind of scary.
All right. Well, guys, if you're interested in a 4-cylinder Outlaw Mini style car, this guy's the one you want to talk to. And congratulations again on Best of Show at both shows.
Thank you.
Year. All right, guys, we're here with Rick Bly, and we're standing in front of his mean machine over here. Bly Machinery on the hood. What's that mean?
That's our family business.
So you are a machinist, and we were just talking a little bit before we started recording here, but you make a lot of your own parts. You're not in a catalog, you're not thumbing through, maybe to look at what somebody else does, and then how do I improve on that?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of ideas you go through, and you can see what you can make and try to make it a little better than the next guy. And
now, I know you said it's been a family business, and now you're finding yourself making a lot of race car parts.
Yep. I do a lot of stuff for Dale Shaw race cars, Davis Chassis Works, RSP Chassis. There's a lot of just racers want custom parts made and make what we can.
Right. I know it's a commercial business, and for a long time nobody was able to make these parts. But with technology coming out with CNC machines and stuff like that, you can type in the coordinates and bang it out.
Yeah. There's so much you can do with it. It's just crazy. It makes doing this stuff way easier.
I was watching a show the other day, and these guys were 3D welding, 3D forming the sandbags that they would actually pour them for molds.
Yep.
So you can call a company, order it up, and you pour your own aluminum, and you got the part you made. So they reverse engineer it, make the hole, and then you pour it in.
Yep.
It's just getting crazy, but it's amazing what you guys can do.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So is this a new build for this year?
This is not a new build. This is a former Cody LeBlanc car, which was before him was Emily Packard's car. So it's got some age to it, but the car is super, super clean. And we redid a lot of stuff. Dale Shaw helped me out a lot. RSP Chassis, they put the whole body on. They did a phenomenal job with this. It's just so crisp, clean. It's a lot of bartering. There's not a lot of money exchanged.
Well, when you have a talent, and you can sell that talent.
Right.
Yeah. So what's the plans for the 28 car this year?
Well, this car we're probably going to run majority of the season at Star. We're going to run a few act races here and there, local to me, which is probably like Star, White Mountains. I want to run a few races at Thunder Road. I want to run the Oxford race, a 250 weekend. I really want to do that stuff, because those are the Oxford I've never run at, and I've always wanted to run there.
So let's say a regular guy like me comes up with an idea. He draws it on a napkin, and he hands it to you and says, hey, can you make something like this and explain it to you what they need? You're the guy.
I have a lot of people that they try to explain what they want, and I say, just draw me up a little print, just a sketch.
Right.
What you want, some dimensions, how long you want it, how big you want it. And there's a lot of people I've actually done that with, a lot.
Well, that's great. We need more people like you in this kind of a business where we're building race cars, and we're wrecking them on a regular occasion too.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it, and your car looks great. Thanks for coming to the show.
I thank you.
All right, I'm over here with Dave at the Beech Ridge booth, and you guys got a huge center booth here, but we're talking about cars again, and we're talking about this car right here is a throwback car. What can you tell me about the throwback?
My cousin Monty Drown, who raced back in the 70s and into the 80s and transitioned from the dirt to the asphalt, passed away in October, and we thought we'd want to do something to tribute him, for his wife and his daughter. So we picked the 1982 paint scheme. He was driving for Jimmy Nest. He won the most improved driver in the late model sportsman. Tried to match up the paint the best we could. Monty was a good guy. He's a true short track racer. A tremendous amount of success, but just a good short track racer, and had a real solid career there. He was a real good guy, always happy, and freaking big race fan. So just a little throwback. Tried to match it up with the help of the fine folks at the graphics group to give us help getting out all that, and I painted the car myself and the body.
Yeah, I mean, back then we didn't have these vinyl wraps and these crazy graphics that a lot of these cars have. So kicking it back old school probably made it a little bit easier to start your season.
Yes,
it looks great.
No, it is. It's all paint. The vinyl and stuff. They tried to match numbers back then. All of the lettering was hand painted, and so to match that up as best we could and bring it back and give it the throwback look.
Now I see I got a 4th gen nose, 3rd gen roof. What do we got here for a chassis?
This is a 1988 Chevy Camaro chassis. It's got the 3rd gen roof in quarter panels. We to keep our costs down, we make our own doors and our own rockers out of a sheet of aluminum, and then the just use the 3rd gen nose. My crew chief Chris just likes the 3rd gen, the 4th gen nose. I mean, over the 3rd gen. So.
So now I know a lot of guys are going into that 4th gen chassis. What is it you like about the 3rd gen?
We like the 3rd gen chassis. It seems to work better. We're predominantly based at Beach Ridge. It uses the old style coil springs compared to coilovers.
Right.
And with just the way the rules are written, I believe this chassis works better than the 4th gen.
Now, how many years have you been running this car?
This is be our 3rd season on this car. I built it myself. We build our own race cars.
Yeah, nice.
From scratch.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that. And again, throwback cars are getting very popular, and I think it's going to be fun to see these guys out there, including yourself.
Oh, thank you.
This year.
Thank you very
Good luck
much.
this season, and
Thank you.
We'll see you later. Thanks.
We know Maine is hard on cars, so when your ignition won't turn or you lose your key, that just adds insult to injury. Why tow it? E-Keys for Cars technicians will solve your problem in your dooryard or at the mall and get you back on the road. AAA member? You should be. Your AAA locksmith coverage comes right off the bill. E-Keys for Cars, Maine's fast, affordable solution to your car key and lock problems. On the Auto Mile, Route 1, Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation. We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale, even the 2020s. Up to $16,000 off travel trailers, up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes, up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money. Financing available, trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Season Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs.
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations. Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Well, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. And we talked about it leading up to the show. The big thing that was going to take place at Racing Preview 2020 was the engine was going to be given away. We've been selling raffle tickets since the Augusta show. Quirk Auto Group, very supportive of us and our program with the engine and the crate engine this year. S&S Performance, Travis Benjamin Motorsports, helping us out with the KRC. Pulley set up on the front, so good deal for somebody. Well worth the $25 ticket that you were purchasing, or the $20 ticket. Yeah, it was $20, jeez. Didn't have to be there to win the engine, but you did have to be there to win the contingency stuff, which we'll come back in segment 7 and show that. So one happy cat, and you'll hear who it is and what he's going to do with it right here, right now.
And Tony, what I want you to do is open it up, but I want you to get the ones that are unstuck, get them unstuck, and then we'll do a drawing, we'll tie it back up and roll it. Head of security, yeah, he's the real deal. So we want everybody to have a legitimate chance. Thank you to the Quirk Auto Group that worked with us on this and helped us out with being able to do it. Obviously we do it to try to make a little bit. We don't make much, but we want to be able to, dress it up with the whole front. I don't even know what they call that, pulley set up, but. Donated by S&S Performance, Travis Benjamin, not donated, but worked with me, and then, carburetor from Trackside Racing Supply. So, yeah, give it a couple spins, a couple final spins, Vanna. You got to slow. They don't fall around if you spin it like that. Jeez. You got to be slow and steady. You must have been the young bull that wanted to go down and hit them all and only hit 3 and got tired. I'm the old bull. I go get them all. And, it's not a drag race. Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah. All right, Tony, so I don't want anybody to see the name. I don't even want you to look at it, Tony. You give it to me. I better put my glasses on. Well, I don't know this person. I mean, I think I've heard the name. Well, maybe I do know this person. Yeah, because you don't got to be here to win the motor, so. See if we hear a phone ring. Oh, I don't hear a phone ring.
Hello.
Hey, Ben.
Yes,
Hey, whereabouts are you?
at my house,
Where's that?
Warren, Maine.
Warren, Maine. Well, why aren't you in Portland, Maine to pick up this crate motor that you just won? Oh, great. Listen, the reason Mainly Motorsports wasn't on this morning because somebody said you're shitting me. So I had to take it off for the SEC. Now I can't put on this next week. But yes, Ben Overlock from Warren, Maine. You just won this GM crate motor, fully dressed and all that. So I don't expect you to come get it tonight. So congratulations.
Are you serious?
What do you think? I got nothing better to do than to call you? I don't even know you. Jesus. No, you got that's. Then what do you do for a living?
I do, I run my own shop. I repair power sports.
You repair power sports. So do you race?
Yeah. Yes, I race vintage cars.
Vintage cars. So you're going to put this in a vintage car?
Yes, sir. It's going in a wicked good vintage car.
It's going in a wicked good vintage car. So that's awesome. So congratulations. When did you buy the ticket? Where?
Augusta show.
There you go. So
I actually had my car in the Augusta show. It was a red Buick, number 19.
Red Buick, number 19. So see, everybody, you got to put your car in the Augusta show if you want to win these things. So, but I'm going to let you go. I appreciate it. I'll keep the ticket. I'll keep your number, and we'll determine when you want to pick it up, or I'll deliver it for a small fee of like $600.
I'll pick it up. No problem.
All right. I'll meet you tomorrow morning at 7. No. No, I'm just kidding. So congratulations. Now I got some other contingency prizes that somebody's got to win, and you can't win because you're obviously not here. So you've got to be here to win the other one. So, man, you're excited. Well, that's what everybody says. Are you married?
Yes, sir.
Oh, going to be a good night around there tonight, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. She's going to, yeah, no. Tell her I apologize for ruining her evening, but you give it hell, bub. All righty, you're going to win your first race of the year tonight.
Yes, sir.
All righty, thanks. Congratulations, Ben Overlock, the winner of this GM crate motor.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
All right, now give me one and hope. Now you got to be here. Ready? Yeah. So a drum of Sunoco race fuel. I would say this guy's here. If it's the guy I'm thinking of, let me call because that's a pretty popular name. Is anybody's phone ringing?
Everyone reaches in their pocket.
Maybe there's another. Jordan. Is your phone ringing? So I guess we know why Vanessa is the one that handles Wiscasset Raceway. So Richard Jordan, huge supporter of everything we do. You got a drum of race fuel.
First one, that's all.
Well, maybe you could call this guy and trade up.
I will.
Now, are you married?
I am married.
Now, what do you think this drum of race fuel's anything tonight? Or, I mean, I shouldn't say that's disrespectful. I get it. Oh, goodness.
I think it's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Today's his birthday.
Oh, it's your birthday?
Yeah, double. Happy birthday.
Oh, my goodness. Well, yeah. Next, we got a team apparel package. Oh, yeah, you're doing this. Nanette Kent. We hear a winner. You get a hat. No, you get a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to introduce you to Debbie Doyle. You ever met Debbie Doyle? Next. Now we got a scanner. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Steve, the party was up here. Probably his wife wouldn't let him come. Did you miss the party, dude? So, yeah, well, congratulations, thank you. Right. And you can go right over to Sean Waddell. He'll put anything in you want.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, thanks. And last but not least, hope this goes to a racer, a new helmet wrap from Night Owl Solutions. Oh, Creations. Bobby Weber. Does that mean you're going back racing? Does that mean you're going back racing?
He might not do it, though. He ain't happy with me winning.
Oh, that's all right. But no, thank you to everybody. Congratulations, obviously, to the winner. Somebody's having a great night up in Warren, Maine, so it's amazing what a motor will do for you. So, like I said, thank you to Quirk Auto Group. Thank you to everybody.
Well, as we wrap up this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports, I hope you enjoyed all the guys we had on here, listening to, showing the award winners at the beginning of the show. Really appreciated them and all their efforts. Congratulations to Mr. Overlock that picked up a pretty nice piece, GM 602 crate, sponsored in part by the Quirk Auto Group, and then all the other winners. And if you heard your name, you should have been there, huh? Could have won some neat prizes that were donated by New England Racing Fuels, the Drum of Fuel, Embroidery Expertise, the Team Apparel Package, Scanner by Waddell Communications. And we're going to get old Greg on here to talk about Owl Creations, these helmets that he's doing, because he's doing a great job. And Bobby Weber, and you'll see the pictures of the finished product here. A great job done by Greg at Owl Creations. So hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Got a lot of changes and things happening here at Mainly Motorsports, and hope you all want to be a part of it.